Most people wait to feel inspired. They wait for energy. They wait for excitement. They wait for emotion to push them forward. And when inspiration disappears, so does their effort. But something is different about you now. You no longer wait to feel inspired. You work. Even when you feel nothing. Feelings change daily. Some days you feel strong. Some days you feel motivated. Some days you feel unstoppable. And some days you feel empty. No drive. No excitement. No emotional fuel. Most people stop there. You didn't. The weights don't care how you feel. They don't get lighter. Because your energy is low. They don't move. Because you're inspired. They respond only to effort. You learned that lesson. Anyone can train when motivation is high. Few can train when motivation is absent. That's where real discipline lives. Not in hype. Not in music. Not in emotion. In action without feeling. Feeling nothing doesn't mean something is wrong. It means you're not being controlled by emotion anymore. You don't need excitement to move. You don't need anger to push. You don't need hype to act. You work anyway. They need adrenaline. They need encouragement. They need a reason to feel something. When emotion fades, their effort collapses. You built something stronger. You built reliability. Mood is temporary. Consistency is permanent. Every time you work without emotion, you tell your mind, action is not dependent on feeling. That belief is dangerous. In the best way. Motivation is a bonus, not a requirement. Waiting for motivation is how discipline dies slowly. You stopped waiting. You moved first. They don't burn out easily. They don't rely on excitement. They don't collapse under boredom. They show up. Because showing up is who they are. Mental endurance is not intensity. It's repetition without stimulation. Set after set. Session after session. Day after day. No thrill. No drama. Just work. There are days when you feel strong. Days when motivation is high. Days when energy flows easily. And then there are days like this. No excitement. No emotion. No fire. Just emptiness. Most people stop here. They wait for feeling to return. They wait for motivation to show up. They wait for inspiration to save the day. And while they wait, nothing moves. But you learn something different. You learn that work does not require emotion. It requires decision. Feeling nothing is not failure. It is neutrality. And neutrality is powerful. Because when emotion disappears, excuses disappear with it. There is nothing to negotiate with. Only the work. Working without feeling is where real strength is built. Not dramatic strength. Not loud strength. Quiet strength. Anyone can work when they feel inspired. Few can work when everything feels flat. That's why this phase matters. This is where reliability is formed. When you show up without feeling, you prove something important to yourself. I don't need emotion to act. That belief is dangerous. In the best way. Because once effort is no longer emotional, nothing external can control it. Not mood. Not boredom. Not stress. You move anyway. This is how discipline matures. Not through intensity, but through repetition. Set after set. Session after session. No excitement. No drama. Just presence. Working without feeling also removes pressure. You stop trying to feel a certain way. You stop chasing hype. You stop needing music, anger, or adrenaline to perform. You simply do the work. That simplicity is strength. When emotion fades, most people think something is wrong. But nothing is wrong. This is what consistency feels like. This is what stability feels like. This is what maturity feels like. Your body understands this phase. It adapts faster. When effort is predictable, your mind understands this phase. It becomes calmer when action is no longer emotional. This is where burnout disappears.